Welcome to Teen Compass, the place to be to navigate life with confidence, you guys.
I love that.
Today, we're diving into something super important, and that is your attitude.
Oh, I love this.
Yes, I'm so excited to continue this conversation in part 2 of our deep dive.
Me too.
Because we're going to be talking about even more practical ways to develop a more positive attitude and to navigate these teenage years with confidence.
Yes. You know, we talked about the power of our thoughts and the importance of gratitude and how impactful our words are.
Yeah.
But let's be real.
Okay.
Sometimes it's not just our minds that need that boost. Our bodies play a really big role in how we feel, too.
You're so right. I know when I'm running on empty, like haven't slept enough or have been eating junk food all day, my mood totally crashes.
Yes.
It's like my body's screaming at me like, hey, you need to take care of me.
It is exactly. It's hard to be positive and energized when you're not taking care of your physical health. Think about it this way.
Okay.
Your body's like a car.
Okay.
If you don't put the right fuel in it and you don't keep it maintained, it's not going to run very well, is it?
No, not at all.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I like that. So what are some like simple things we can do to keep our cars running smoothly so that our attitude doesn't like totally sputter out?
Well, first and foremost, make sure you're getting enough sleep.
Sleep, yeah.
It's amazing what a difference a good night's rest can make.
Huge difference.
When we're sleep deprived, our brains and our bodies just don't function at their best.
Yeah.
We're more irritable, we're more stressed, we're more likely to be negative.
Ugh. I know exactly what you mean. When I'm sleep deprived, everything just feels harder.
Yes.
So how much sleep do we actually need?
Yeah. Most teenagers need around 8 to 10 hours of sleep each night.
Wow.
I know that sounds like a lot.
It does.
Especially with, school and extracurriculars and just life.
Yeah, life.
But trust me, it's worth prioritizing.
Okay, sleep is on the list.
Yeah.
What about food? What are some things that we can eat to boost our mood and like give us more energy?
Try to focus on those whole unprocessed foods as much as possible.
Okay.
So fruits, vegetables, lean proteins,
Okay.
whole grains.
Got it.
These foods are going to give you the nutrients that your body needs to function properly.
Right.
And limit those sugary snacks and energy drinks. They might give you that temporary boost, but you're going to end up crashing pretty hard later.
Yeah, it's like those sugar highs are a total trap.
Yes, they are a trap.
Okay, what about exercise?
Yeah.
I know people always say, oh, exercise is good for you. But how does that actually affect our attitude?
Well, when you exercise, your brain releases these things called endorphins. And those endorphins are natural mood boosters. So exercise can help reduce stress. It helps you sleep better. It increases those energy levels. Plus, it's a great way to just blow off some steam and clear your head.
I like that. Okay, so we've got sleep, healthy food, and exercise on our list for like a positive attitude tune-up.
Yes.
But let's be real. Sometimes life throws these curveballs at us. And they're way bigger than just needing a good night's sleep or a healthy meal.
Yeah.
We're talking about those really tough times.
Yes.
Ones that feel like they might just knock us down for good.
Yes. You are absolutely right. There will be times in your life when you face challenges that are incredibly difficult.
Sure.
But even in those dark times, there's still hope.
Okay.
And one of the most powerful things that you can do is find meaning in your struggles.
Okay, this is where I kind of get stuck.
Okay.
How can we possibly find meaning when like things are falling apart around us?
Right.
How can we possibly see the good when all we feel is pain?
It's not about pretending that hard times are good
Okay.
or, minimizing your pain.
Yeah.
It's about choosing to believe that even in the darkest of times, God is working everything together for your good.
Okay.
It's about trusting that he can use even the most difficult experiences
Right.
to shape you into the person he created you to be.
That's a powerful perspective, but honestly, it's just hard to see that when you're like in the middle of the storm.
I understand it's not easy.
Yeah.
But one thing that has really helped me through difficult times is to remember that God is always with me.
Yeah.
He never leaves us to face our trials alone.
Right.
And even though we may not understand why we're going through something,
Yeah.
we can trust that he has a purpose for it.
That's so comforting. It's like even when I don't have all the answers, I can still hold on to that truth that God is with me.
Yes, exactly. And one practical way to find meaning in your struggles is to focus on helping others. Even when you're going through a difficult time yourself, there's always someone who needs, a kind word, a listening ear, a helping hand.
So you're saying that even when we're hurting, we can still find strength and purpose by reaching out to other people?
Yes, it may sound counterintuitive, but it's true. When we shift our focus from our own pain to the needs of others, it can actually help us to heal and to find purpose. It reminds us that we're not alone.
Right.
And that we have something valuable to offer the world even in the middle of our pain.
Wow, that is amazing.
Yeah.
I never thought of it that way. Okay, so we're talking about finding meaning in our struggles even when it's hard.
Mm-hmm.
What else can we do to keep our attitudes in check when life throws us those unexpected curveballs?
One of the most powerful things that you can do is practice the art of surrender.
Surrender?
Yes, it's about acknowledging that you don't have all the answers,
Right.
You can't control everything.
Yeah.
And sometimes the best thing you can do is just let go and trust God.
That sounds kind of scary. What if I let go and everything falls apart?
I know it can feel that way, but it's actually the opposite,
Okay.
When we surrender to God, we're not giving up. We're acknowledging that He is bigger than our problems and that He's able to handle anything that comes our way.
So it's not about being passive or giving up.
Yes.
It's about trusting that God is in control.
Yes.
And that He has a plan.
Exactly. And when we surrender to His plan, we open ourselves up to this peace and joy that nothing else can give us.
Okay.
It's freedom that comes from knowing that we don't have to carry the weight of the world on our shoulders.
Oh, that's such a beautiful perspective. And it's so countercultural in a world that's telling us that we have to be in control. We have to have it all figured out.
It's a message that goes against everything the world tells us.
Yeah.
But it's a message that's at the heart of the Christian faith.
Yeah.
It's about surrendering our will to God's will and trusting that He knows what's best for us even when we don't understand.
This has been such an eye-opening conversation.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm starting to understand what it really means to have a positive attitude.
Yes.
Even in the face of challenges.
Mm-hmm.
It's about so much more than just putting on that happy face,
Yes.
It's about choosing to see the good even when it's hard and trusting that God is working everything together for our good.
You got it. It's about cultivating that mindset of hope and gratitude and trust, even in the midst of those difficult circumstances.
Right.
And it's a journey, not a destination.
Yeah.
There will be days when it's easier than others, but the more we practice these principles, the more natural they will become.
I kind of want to circle back to something that we touched on a little bit earlier, and that's the importance of our faith.
Yes. It's so easy to get caught up in all the day-to-day stuff that we totally forget about the bigger picture.
Yeah.
But our relationship with God, it's like the foundation for everything else.
It really is. When my faith is strong, I feel like I can handle anything.
Yes.
But when I'm feeling disconnected from God, everything just feels so much harder.
I totally get it. It's like when our spiritual batteries are low, our attitude tends to sputter out too.
Okay, that's a great analogy. So how can we stay connected to God and keep those batteries charged, especially when life gets crazy?
Well, first and foremost, make time for Him every single day.
Okay.
Even if it's just for a few minutes, just set aside some time to pray, to read your Bible, or to just be still and listen for His voice.
I've heard that a million times, but it's so true. When I'm consistent with my quiet time, everything else just kind of seems to fall into place.
It does. It's like anything else, The more we practice it, the stronger we get.
Right.
And the more we connect with God, the more we're going to experience His peace and His joy and His strength.
And that's what gives us the power to face whatever comes our way with a positive attitude. Yeah.
Exactly. Remember, a positive attitude, it's not about pretending everything's perfect, or denying the hard things.
Yeah.
It's about choosing to trust God even when we don't understand.
Okay.
Knowing that He is working all things together for our good.
That is such a good reminder. Okay, so we've talked about watching our thoughts and practicing gratitude and surrounding ourselves with those positive people.
Yes.
Taking care of our bodies, finding meaning in our struggles, staying connected to God. Is there anything else we can do to make sure our attitude is on point?
One thing that has really helped me is to practice celebrating the small victories.
Oh.
Life is full of ups and downs.
Yeah.
But if we learn to appreciate the good things, even the little things, it can make a huge difference in our overall outlook.
I love that it's giving ourselves permission to actually enjoy the journey.
Yes.
Even when it's challenging.
Exactly. Maybe you aced that test or, you finished that hard workout.
Yeah.
Or you just made it through a super rough day.
Yeah.
Just take a moment to acknowledge your efforts and celebrate your wins no matter how small they might seem.
That's such a great tip. It's so easy to get caught up in striving for the big goals. that we forget to appreciate all those little things along the way.
It is. And speaking of goals, having something to look forward to can also make a big difference in our attitude.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a trip that you're planning, or a concert that you're going to.
Yeah.
Or just hanging out with your friends, having something exciting on the horizon. It can really give us that boost of energy and motivation, even when we're facing those challenges.
That's so true. It's like having a light at the end of the tunnel.
It is, exactly. And remember, building a positive attitude, it's a journey.
Right.
It's not a destination.
Yeah.
There will be days when it's easier than others.
Yeah.
But the more you practice all these things,
right.
watching your thoughts, cultivating that gratitude, surrounding yourself with those positive people,
right.
taking care of your body, finding meaning in your struggles, staying connected to God and celebrating all those wins.
Yeah.
The more natural it's going to become to approach life with that hope and joy and resilience.
This has been such an incredible conversation. I feel like I have a whole new toolbox for navigating all the ups and downs of life with a more positive attitude.
I'm so glad. And remember, you have the power to choose your attitude.
Yes.
And that choice can make all the difference.
You've got this. And more importantly, God's got you.
Absolutely.
Thanks for joining us on Teen Compass today. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more episodes on navigating life with confidence. Until next time, keep choosing positivity.